Hello, everybody. Hope everybody's doing great. Tanner Milne here. Wanted to talk about weekly planning. And if you already have a great weekly planning routine, maybe this tool is not for you, but my hope is that you, even if you do have a killer weekly planning routine, that this might spark some ideas in how you can improve your weekly planning. So I'll just jump right into it. So here's just a few high level tips, and I'll dive into some details and share this format with you. This is sort of as most of my things, it starts with I'm just a great copycat rip-off artist. I'm aggregating other people's experiences, routines, tools. We've all heard this quote a million times, but here's the actual quote: "By failing to plan, you are preparing to fail." Benjamin Franklin. It's also similar quote has been attributed to Winston Churchill. Here are my sort of summarized most important planning tips. Same day and time every week. For me, I do it Monday mornings, 6:30 a.m. until about 8 a.m. Roughly that. So every single Monday, you can plan on that. If you're in my sort of ecosystem, and I may text you, I'm pushing out things, I'm doing things, but I'm not necessarily being responsive. So I tend to just push something off my list, and then people start responding, or I might get a call and then I don't respond, and I'm sure people are thinking WTF. So I'll get into kind of how I do it. And again, doesn't matter where you do it, when you do it, I've heard a lot of people do Sunday evenings. I've tried that. It doesn't work for me, but that's okay. I've tried Friday afternoons, and sometimes, once, maybe twice a year, I've just got to modify just based on circumstance. So using same format. And what I would suggest is whatever your format, review it quarterly and ask yourself these questions: what's working well? What isn't working well? And just in terms of the day, the time, I've had these types of conversations with people, and they're like, yeah, I tried it at this time in this place, and it just didn't work. I got distracted or got interrupted. Great. So iterate, work on that. And then most importantly, focus on what's important for the week. So make sure you're coming out of that meeting, not just cleaning out your inbox, but you're working on priorities, most important rocks. And I'll kind of show you, there's a lot of stuff here. And this is kind of an aggregation of strategic coach, essentialism, miracle morning, second brain. I mean, some of these things, but, and I'm not going to go through everything, but I try and go through this top to bottom every week, every Monday, same time, same week. So I kind of go through these types of things. It's funny because on mine, I have so much in here that I've tried to clean it up. So I'm sure there's things on mine I've kind of pasted over, or that I have not pasted over to the template. I probably should have spent some time looking at that before I shared it here. So starting with most important, I like to start, and not necessarily cleaning out my inbox or text, but just going back through, for example, just anything that's behind that I need to cascade forward: CRM, inbox, text, voicemails. Even if you take well, actually I have it down here, screenshots of pictures from the last week. So thinking about looking back and then looking forward. I like to create an issues list, and then when can I process those issues? I'm always checking my calendars. Many of you know I try to always eat with someone. I kind of adopted the Ken Frazari, never eat alone. So it takes a lot of work. And Mondays, this is when I will try and schedule a lunch every single day. And sometimes, tactically, I've sent out a text to 3 different people for the same day, just because people tend to, not respond quickly. So running through all these things, rock progress, what, most important projects, do I need to make any progress? I've kind of adapted the referability habits, and I've been really focused on, I did a tool several weeks ago about the 4 agreements. I kind of want to keep this stuff top of mind. So every Monday, it's kind of like a reset. Things I need to start doing or stop doing to be most productive. Any major cleanups I need to do this week. This is sort of redundant, but lunches or meetings. What can I delegate? Learning new capabilities. So running through all these things. And again, the whole idea is have a process. This is what am I reading? What am I listening to? And just sort of getting prepared for all the things I need to do this week. And these are all the things that I'm thinking about working on as I start the week. So if any of this is helpful, copy paste whatever you want, use whatever you want. This is a tool to be helpful and not necessarily a way that must be followed to exactness. So have a great week, and we'll see you again.